Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group. May 15th, bit of a roller coaster day. I got caught in a news headline today, guys. It sucks. It's unfortunate. There's nothing that you can do about it. I took a big hit this morning, and then, but I was able to later in the afternoon kind of fight my way back and claw my way back. I still finished right on the day, but I made back a huge chunk of what I lost in the morning because of the news headline. Guys, when you get caught on the wrong side of a trade when news crosses the wire, there's nothing you can do about it. It sucks. It's part of the game. It's not the first time it's happened to me. It's not going to be the last. I was short the market. I was long the TVIX, and I also had some SPY put options in the morning, right when the news came out that the U.S. was going to delay or put off the possibility of increasing auto tariffs against Europe. So this was not a China-based headline, but it just goes to show you how susceptible the market is to any type of trade talk or trade headline, because it had nothing to do with China. Okay, it's not, the U.S. was not even, they never said that we were going to increase those auto tariffs against Europe. It was just a possibility that they were discussing. It was never said that they were going to, and they just came out today and just said that they decided that they're not going to, and they're going to delay it, but they never said that they were. So this reaction was surprising to see the market react as much as it did, but it just goes to show you how susceptible we are to any type of trade tariff related news headlines. That we just completely reversed the market and went red to green, and I was caught on the wrong side of it. So I got hurt this morning. But the lesson of the day that I really want you guys to focus on the most, I'll go over the trades with you. I'll go over the TVIX and the SPY put options, and then I made a big chunk of change back in Beyond Meat, BYND. Okay, their recent IPO that's just been absolutely on fire. I made a nice chunk of change in that in the afternoon. So I made back a big piece of what I lost, but I'm still finishing the day red. But all things considered, what happened in the morning, I'm chalking today up as a win. Even though I'm red, being able to fight back is big. And that's what the video is really going to be about. It's really going to be more of a mental lesson on the importance of having a short memory in this game, guys. You got to have a short memory. When you take a big hit like I took in the morning, you got to forget about it quickly. Okay? You can't let it paralyze you. You can't let it hold you hostage. You can't let it take you captive and screw you up for the rest of the day. When you take a big hit like that, get up from your computer, walk away. Okay, I got up when this happened. I was so pissed. I got up, I walked away. I had some water. I was like playing around with my dog a little bit just to kind of get my head, just, the frustrations gone and out of that, of what just happened with the news headline. And then I just had to have a moment of clarity and say, you know what? It's not your fault, Mike. Nothing you could have done about it. I thought that the trade that I was in was a good one. And I think had the news not come out, I think it would have worked in my favor, but we'll never know. And there's nothing I can do about it. So if there's nothing I can do about it, you just got to let it go. But what I can do is I can stay focused, exercise self-discipline, get back in the game, and look for more opportunities where I can start to eat away at that loss. When I came back to my computer fresh with a clean head, ready to trade again, I'm not trying to make back everything that I just lost. Okay, you're not going to try to come right back and say, I got to make it all back right now, and you're going to revenge trade, then you're going to overtrade, you're going to make things worse for yourself. You got to come back with a clear head. If you do not have that clear head, then just forget about it, guys. Just throw it away. Okay, just wave the white flag, say you're done for the day, don't trade unless you can come back and clearly say, you know what, my emotions are back under control, I'm clear, level-headed, I'm not upset anymore, and now I can go back and you can start going after those trades again and start to chip away at your day. And that's exactly what I did, and I was able to identify a really good opportunity in BYND, and that's the lesson I want you guys to take from the day, okay, is how important it is to have that self-discipline, to walk away when you need to, but then understand that when you come back and you sit back down at that computer, you got to have a short memory, and you have to forget what just happened and go about your day just like it's any other day. You can't go about your day now thinking, oh my God, I'm down this much, I got to make it back. You can't think that way. Okay, you got to have a clear mindset and just focus on executing on good trades, because if you execute on making good trades, you will, as a byproduct of that, eat into the loss that you incurred in the morning. Okay, but if you think to yourself, man, I've got to make back everything that I just lost in the morning, that's when you're going to make the situation worse. That's when you're going to revenge trade. All right, so I want to take a couple minutes to talk to you about that. So here's the SPY trade. We'll get right to what I did here, guys. So I bought some SPY put options, okay, right in here. Okay, bought some SPY put options. You can see that we ended up finding resistance at the 50 Fibonacci level, which also at the time lined up with the trade line. And then once we started to roll, I said to myself, if we get below VWAP, VWAP was holding as support. If we got below VWAP, I thought we were going to roll down to the low of the day. And my first take profit would have been down here. And then I would have looked for some continuation to the downside. So I went ahead and I actually then, after we found resistance up here and we started to get denied, you can see tail, just could not break through this level. And then we pulled back down towards VWAP. I bought the TVIX right here. Okay, so now I've got SPY put options from here, and I'm long the TVIX from here. Okay, and I'm looking for the SPY to get down to the low of the day, take some profit, and then eventually break through the low and continue lower and get down and test this level, this 280 level. That was my game plan coming into the day. And I think we would have did it. We'll never know. But you can see we just ripped right up once that news came out, and it caught me, and it caught me good. I'll take you to my trade announcements. Here you guys can see. Okay, I bought the 280 strike, 515 expiration put option at 46 cents. Then I got long the TVIX at 27.83. I added to the TVIX at 27.52, and then the news came out. Then all of a sudden here you guys can see I sold out of the SPY put option at 15 cents. From the 46-cent entry, okay, and then I sold out a TVIX at 27.28. Okay, that is right when this news came out. So we spiked up like that, and I dropped the position. I dropped it, somewhere right in here once we exploded. I didn't even know what the news was. Okay, when I exited the trade, I didn't even know what the news was. I wasn't waiting around to find out. I automatically assumed it was trade related because that's really the only thing that's moving the market right now. And I didn't wait for it, and I'm glad I didn't wait for it because you can see we went way higher. Okay, so as soon as it came out and the market spiked in my face, and as soon as we broke through the high of the day, I just started exiting. That position up into here. So it hurt, but it could have been a lot worse had I not acted as quick as I did and I waited to see what the news was. Things could have gotten a lot worse. If I take you to the TVIX, just look what happened to the TVIX. It just tanked. So I was able to exit the TVIX, okay, in here. And then look what ended up happening. All right, so I'm just happy I was able to exit when I did because things could have gotten a lot worse. All right, and like I said, guys, nothing you can do about it. News related. It sucks. Not the first time, and it's not going to be the last, okay? But after this happened, obviously I was super pissed. Got up, walked away from my computer, and kind of had to reset. And when I came back, I sat down, and Beyond Meat was exploding. I've been trading Beyond Meat really very frequently since the IPO. I've been doing very well with Beyond Meat. I've made a good amount of money in the last couple weeks trading this thing. It's had phenomenal range. You're talking about an $80 stock that moves $10, $15 in a day. Okay, this thing is really, really moving around as if it was like a $5 stock. And I've been capitalizing on it. Now, when I got up and I walked away from my computer, Beyond Meat was doing this, okay? And it doesn't matter that it did this. I wasn't in the right mindset to be trading at that moment because just after 10 o'clock, so right in here is when that news came out, and that's when the market took off, and that's when I exited those positions I just talked about. And then this happened. But by that point, I was already up and walking away from my computer and regathering my emotions and kind of getting my head back in a level spot. So once that happened, I came back and I said, wow, we just broke through the all-time high on BYND. we'll go to a 15-minute chart, and you'll see this double top resistance level right above 85. That was the previous all-time high from that IPO. We just blew right through that level on big time volume, guys. Big time volume. So what I did was I drew my Fibonacci retracement levels from low to high, and I start to notice that the 38.2 Fibonacci level is lining up with, okay, that previous high. Okay, so on this pullback, I went ahead and I got long BYND right there. Okay, take it to my trade announcements here. You guys can see I'm long BYND at 86.78, stop loss at 84.50, which is right below. Okay, so right below this support level, there's my entry price. And the game plan on this trade was, guys, take a little bit off as we make our first move, sell the bulk of my position in front of the high of the day, and hold 25% of the position in case we really squeeze and really get going in the afternoon. That was the game plan. So there's the entry on that first little climb up here. I take some profit off the table right here. Back to my trade announcement. So you guys see, took some profit at 89.25, still holding some. Made it very easy for me to hold on to this position during this consolidation. And now what we're looking at here, now that we're going into lunchtime, okay, now here's 12 o'clock, we're going to lunchtime, I'm saying I just want to hold this support level. If we hold this support level all throughout lunch, okay, I've got a good chance of seeing a move in the afternoon. And then you can see during lunchtime, what else started to work in my favor? VWAP started to work its way up, and now VWAP, those previous all-time highs and the 38.2 Fibonacci level all lined up right above this $85 level to create that area of support. And then coming out of lunchtime, we start to make our move. I take more profit off the table on this push in front of the high of the day. Like we said, the game plan was to take the bulk of the position off in front of the high. So here you guys see I took more off at 91.20 on the bulk of the position. And I held on to 25% of the position to see if we continued. But you can see we kind of topped out there, failed, rolled it over. And as we rolled back over, I started exiting. I exited the last piece of that position right there at 88.30. You guys can see my final take profit right there. Okay, as we rolled it over. So there's the entry, 25% of the position, 50% of the position, 25% of the position. So with this trade, I'm able to make back a real nice chunk of change from what I lost in the morning, but still finishing red on the day. I would have needed, in order for me to have gone green, I would have needed Beyond Meat to go up to like 95. And if I sold my last piece up around 95, then that would have brought me into the green on the day, but it wasn't in the cards. We rolled it back over. But still, you know, I'm really happy with the Beyond Meat trade because, like I said, with all things considered, what happened to me in the morning, as much as it sucked, I'm glad that I was able to display the self-discipline that I was to come back after something like that happened and then nail this trade in Beyond Meat. And that's the focal point of this video, is that mental lesson more so than it is the technical lesson with the Beyond Meat trade. Okay, because so often I see traders that take a big hit and they revenge trade, and then a big loss turns into a huge loss, turns into, you know, you just blew up your whole account. And you can't let that happen. Okay, so that's why that's the main focal point of this video. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you have been there. I'm sure a lot of you know the feeling that I'm talking about. When you feel it, you got to get up, walk away, come back, have a short memory, guys. Remember, if you're going to take anything away from this video, it's have a short memory when you take a big hit. Okay, there's always going to be more opportunities. That's the beauty about the stock market. It's always open tomorrow. Okay, so if you're too upset and you can't get your emotions under control, shut it down. Come back tomorrow fresh with a clean head, a clear head. Excuse me. Okay, otherwise, come back, sit back down at your computer, and just go about your day just like you would any other day. Just because you're down big does not mean you start trading differently or you feel like you got to make it all back. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Focus on executing on good trades, because if you execute on good trades, you will, in turn, cause and effect, okay? You will eat into those losses you had in the morning, and that's what I did in BYND. All right? Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in chat tomorrow.